Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you are not already, make sure you subscribe to get all the updates. Today, we have breaking news. There's been a lot of news coming around, going out, even in the comments, starting to get flooded with comments on coffee shortages coming. They're saying as early as August 2023. Some of the articles that I've read, some of this have been Bloomberg, WallaceyCoffee.com, and CNBC. These three websites were the ones that I was able to get most information. From what we understand, it looks like El Nino has kind of taken a toll on countries like Brazil and Vietnam, causing them to have less of a coffee bean shortages. Brazil is ramping up its production on this because Vietnam is in short or out of supply. So all of the different companies that are going away from Brazil because of the prices going up, they're having to reverse back to go back to Brazil to buy and just basically spend the money, because Vietnam and some of these other major coffee producing farmers across the world are in very short supply or out of stock. So this is something we are definitely going to see prices go up on coffee. Thank you to everyone who's been leaving this in the comments. I wasn't really sure. I wanted to do a little bit of research before we talked about this today, because you guys know how much I love my coffee. And yes, this is a coffee rant with Danno. It has to be. Today, I am drinking a new coffee I've never had before. This is Costa Coffee, Costa. It's from London. It's okay. It's a nice medium roast coffee. It's smooth. I usually like a little bit of a stronger coffee, but it'll work for this rant. So if you have to hit pause, go get your coffee or your favorite tea or something, because not going to be a super long discussion today, but it's about coffee, so we got to talk about it. So as I was looking through, from what we've gathered, it's been a 10 to 15% decline year to year in coffee production throughout Vietnam. So this has caused concern, especially with places with Brazil, who are the largest coffee producers and farmers in the world, right? So with them having to hire more people, get more people in there, ramp up production, what's that ultimately going to do? That's going to raise the price. I do believe that's why we've seen prices go up on like Folgers and some of the coffees that really aren't involved with a lot of the bean shortage, but because they're having to spend more money in the companies and everything, that's what's going to be driving these prices up. Supply and demand, right? So just another thing, guys, it's like you take the toilet paper, you take the rice, now you're messing with the coffee. You're messing with the coffee. You don't mess with the coffee. You just don't mess with the coffee. That is how I'm able to, it gives me the energy to get to these stores and show you all these prices, ways to save money. If you are new to the channel, we go to the stores pretty much every day to try and save you as much money as we can. We visit Kroger, Meijer, Walmart, Aldi, everywhere we can, anywhere and everywhere, to help try and save you guys money. And this is a big one because this will drive prices up pretty much everywhere. We've already seen prices go up at Kroger. We've seen Starbucks 12-ounce bags go from $9.99 to $10.99. We're expecting another increase on those. We have seen Folgers. So Folgers right now for a 25.9-ounce can, which a lot of them are shrinking. We saw the new advertising. Some of them, we saw the Colombian. Colombian is now down to 22.8 ounces. 22.8 ounces for $11.49. It's $14.46 for 40.5 ounces, I think, at Sam's Club. So really, that's the best deal. $11.98 for 43.5 ounces of the classic roast Folgers at Sam's Club. Now, let me tell you of a couple sales. I went to Kroger today. Video's coming out in the morning. Make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss this. We have, Kroger has digital coupons for Folgers coffee right now for $6.79. $6.79. You can use that coupon up to 5 times on the digital code. Okay, so make sure you stock up on that. Starbucks also has it for the same price on a digital coupon this week. 12-ounce coffees, 12-ounce packs of their coffee for $6.79 on a digital coupon. That does include their Keurig pods. The ground coffee's going to go the distance. They even have the whole bean for $6.79 as well. So Just to give you a little preview of Kroger tomorrow, I didn't get to cover as much as I would have liked to, but I did want to make sure and cover the coffee because this is a situation. It's a situation that we want to make sure we pay attention to because whenever we find the good deals, we want to make sure that we're stocking up on them because of all this and in light of, it's supposed to go on starting in August where we're going to notice significant price increases and maybe some shortages. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Robusta beans, which are the green coffee beans, the only coffees that I really recognized when I was looking them up was Death Wish coffee and Lavazza. So if you like those coffees, you may want to check like Walmart. I've seen some clearance deals on Death Wish coffee at Walmart lately, so you may want to check there to see if I saw it was $8.78 for a big bag of Death Wish coffee. It could have been store specific, so don't take my word on it. We did a Walmart video. I'll leave that video up here so you can check that out at the end of this video. But that was normally like over $17 for that bag of coffee. So I don't know what's going on with that. Could just be some clearance. Maybe they know they're not going to be able to sell it, so they're just getting rid of it. I was kind of curious why that was so cheap. A lot of people on the channel were too. A lot of people commented on that. Let me know. Also, let me know down in the comments what your favorite coffee is. Is yours going to be affected by this? Again, it is green coffee beans. So we're gonna have to check. You know, which ones are they the Robusta beans? If they're the Robusta beans, they're definitely going to be in short supply. And if not, if they are able to get it, well, it's going to cost a fortune. I have no doubt. I've been through this. We see trends in the stores all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these prices go up by a third. I mean, I think it's going to get crazy. I don't think we'll see a significant increase right now on like Folgers and Maxwell House. And the reason why I always mention those two is because that's the most commented on the channel. I feel like that's the kind that most people buy. We do have different Kroger coffees. I don't know if those are going to be affected. Again, anything you can add to the channel here, make sure you let us know down in the comments. You guys know I'm passionate about coffee. I'm always trying new coffees, trying new things. This Costa coffee, this is my first time drinking it. It's okay. I probably won't buy it again. It's not my favorite, but it's something to get me through this here today. Okay, so what I've gathered in a lot of different places, there have been stores where we've been seeing a lot less coffee over the last few months. A lot of these different value stores, places that sell Folgers and Maxwell House and other coffees. Now, we'll see plenty of Dunkin' because, frankly, if you're going to Family Dollar or Dollar General, I don't know of a lot of people that would maybe buy Dunkin' there because it's kind of expensive. However, you can find Folgers and Maxwell House for an okay price. They are shrinkflated though. But if you're living day to day or week to week, which a lot of people do, you know, this is able to get you by for a week or two. You know, and you're spending a little bit less, you're getting a little bit less, but I can understand that. We have been seeing less coffees at these places though. So it's something to keep in mind. If you like some different coffees that I know some people shop at Big Lots. Some people love that Victor Allen coffee. I can't stand it. I think it's terrible. But that's just me. It is cheap. It is cheap. You can get like 80 cups for $25, I think it is. I think that price went up. I think it's like $30 now. But you can get coffees at places, you know, like the Ripafrada coffee at Ollie's, the Aspen coffee at Ollie's. If you have an Ollie's, that is the place to go, guys, for like everything. It's like a huge treasure hunt. You know, we've done videos on Ollie's. I'll try to leave one or two of them down in the description box below so you can check those out. We found a lot of different items for storage, stuff that we can use for storage, totes and stuff like that. All kinds of great deals at Ollie's and Big Lots, which I hope to go to Big Lots here soon. We'll check out some of the coffee there. But this is definitely something we want to pay attention to because we don't want to have to go without our coffee. You know, so if you, the ones you like, right? It's like if you're going to spend the money on something, if you're going to spend the extra money on coffee and stuff like that, well, you want to make sure that, for one, it's coming in. So this is why we do this on the channel. Things that people talk about that even if there's a possibility of a shortage, we want to make sure that we get this information out here so that you are ready, so that no matter what the price is, you're able to get to your store and stock up on it because this is something, you know, it is July 26th. July 26th. we are almost to August, and this is supposed to carry through 2024. So we are expecting that price hikes are going to happen, guys. So just wanted to get this news out here. You guys know how much I love my coffee. I know how much some of you love yours. And because this is what we do. You know, we have these coffee rants. We have to have coffee for coffee rants. So anyway, I just think that I don't think we're going to see huge increases right away. Okay, I think we're going to see like another 10, 20 cent, knock on wood, I think we'll see like 10, 20 cent increases. I don't think it's going to be that massive because people will stop buying it. People will go to Big Lots and some of these value stores and just start buying less because you just won't have the money for it. Some people won't. They're not able to sell it. Then, you know, eventually they'll have to lower the prices, right? But a couple of these other ones that we saw go up in price, Dunkin' Donuts is sitting steady at Kroger right now for $8.79 for a 12-ounce bag. But their pods, their 10 pods just went up to $9.99. Now they're on sale for $8.49 right now. And that's supposed to go on, I think, until the 28th of August. So we'll see what happens. We always try to get this out here. If ever the price goes up, the regular price goes up, that is going to drive that sale up too. So if they say that, well, this sale is good until August 28th, that doesn't really mean anything if the price goes up, if the regular price goes up. Because if the regular price goes up, that forces the sale price to go up, and that means more money out of your pocket. That's what we do, guys. We try to save as much money for you as we can. I mean, it is... Fix this here. There we go. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite coffee? What do you think about this? Do you think this is something that we need to be concerned with? Do you think we're just going to continue to get coffee? I like to lean toward, I don't think we're going to have many shortages. It might be hard to get Death Wish coffee. It might be hard to get Lavazza coffee. So if you like those, you might want to stock up on a few. Or anything that has to do with Robusta beans, because those look like those are the ones that are in huge shortage. Like I said, we have companies that we're buying through Brazil. Brazil's prices are starting to go through the roof. Eventually, that's going to hit us. Okay? And then they were shopping for other buyers. Right? People, business people, you know, they're shopping for other buyers, from other buyers. And then they turned around and said, well, okay, they don't have any, so it's back to Brazil. You know, and when that stuff happens, that's when I start to think like, okay, this is having something to do, you know, because companies are having to do this, this is going to cause prices to continue to rise. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, but we'll just have to see what happens. Again, we will be following this throughout the stores to keep you guys in the know, as we always do. Every week, I point out the different sales of coffee at Meijer and Kroger. Monday, I go to Meijer for coffee sales. Wednesday, I go to Kroger at the start of the coffee, or at the start of the sale for the week at Kroger for coffee and stuff like that. So we do cover other coffee sales too at like Aldi, Walmart, pretty much everywhere we go. But you know, I always try to point out, at least, especially for new subscribers and stuff, you know, the different size comparisons. I don't go over a lot of the different shrinkflation anymore. I try to explain it as we go to different stores, but it's getting harder and harder to keep up. I know some people, you know, if you look through the comments on our channel here, a lot of people are mentioning these things that are shrinkflating. And yes, anytime you see something like any coffee that is shrunk in size, or things that, yes, it's the same price, but yeah, it's a lot smaller now. Make sure you let us know down in the comments. If it's something very significant, if you're noticing a lot of shortages somewhere, it doesn't have to be coffee, it can be anything. One big one we have going on right now is the rice situation. And I know it's just like before, like some people are saying no shortage here, but we're getting comments from people all around the country right now where there's different shortages on rice. So I'm expecting, you know, it's kind of how we saw with the rice. Everybody was talking about it for a while. Everybody just kind of shrugged it off, and now all of a sudden we have a export ban from India. And now, yes, it just happened a few days ago, so we're not expecting it to be like crazy, but there's been a lot of panic buying on it. Do I see people panic buying coffee? Not really, but I don't feel like we've hit. I feel like this is like the deep breath before the plunge. We've heard about it. It's in the news. It's coming from our viewers here. We just have to pay attention. Stock up on the things now as we see the sales come across, right? If we do that, then we'll have plenty and we won't worry about it if there's ever a time where it disappears for a little while. Hopefully not forever, because people will be losing their minds if they can't get their coffee. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it helps. And again, just comment below. Let us know what's going on. Subscribe to the channel so that you get all of the updates. Make sure you hit the bell notification because that will ensure that you get all updates. We put videos out every day to keep you guys in the know and help you save money. Guys, have a great night.